And we're on day 10 of Art Advent Live, and we are just going for it. We're going right, moving right along. We're also doing Carve December, and it's been so much fun. I don't get to carve all the time because there's always so much going on, and I really just love December for Advent, Art Advent for sure, and also for Carve December. It's a great pairing. I hope that you're enjoying it. If you're carving, I hope you're sharing in Cassie's Collective or just on social media in general, so that we can all see what you're making. It's super fun and exciting. It's been really fun to go through these Art Advent calendars, all 5 of them, and see what they have to offer us each day. It's super exciting. And I'm loving seeing the other Art Advent calendars that I don't have here that other folks are using and following along with. So thanks for sharing. If you're sharing in any of the groups or in the collective, that's amazing. If you're not sharing and you're making stuff or you're carving stamps or doing whatever, please consider sharing with other people, even if it feels scary, especially if it feels scary, because that's how we can inspire each other and learn and grow and all that stuff. So hi, Robin, how are you? If you're here live, say hi so we can chat and hang out. I would love to chat with you. So we're just going to get started right away. It's Sunday. It's 1 p.m. Eastern right now, and I'm excited to get going with day 10. For Carve December, let me switch my screen here so we can see what I'm doing. Okay, so Carve December, today is day 10. So we're on Flora, and tomorrow is day 11, Playful. So there we go. That's going to be fun. Playful, that's a little bit trickier, I think. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to separate these, and I kind of liked having them in 2 piles next to each other like I did, I think, yesterday. It worked out kind of nice. So we're going to go with Spellbinders first because it's right here in front of me, and we are going to find day 10 and just get right into it. Here we go, day 10 right here. How's everybody doing today? If you're watching live, say hi so I can chat with you. If you're watching the replay, just type hashtag replay. Ooh, this is so pretty. Let me show you up close. So it's a die, excuse me, from Spellbinders. Really beautiful flower. Sort of like, looks like a mandala flower. At least definitely a layered flower with little berries and leaves. So a bunch of stencils, or excuse me, dies here for us to cut out. So that'll be fun to use. Hey, Dawn's here. How are you, Dawn? I hope that you had a great weekend with your friends and your eyes are feeling better and all of that stuff. I'm so glad you're here. Are you getting back to carving? Are you catching up? Are you just carving? You starting from where we are now? Let me know. Vicky's here. Hi, Vicky. So glad to see you. I love it when everybody comes and hangs out. It's so fun. Okay, let's find day 10. Here we go. This is the Arteza Kids Advent calendar. And I know I keep saying it, but I really am enjoying this kids one. I think it's got so many great supplies that we can even use as artists here. We got some more tempera paint. So let's see. Beautiful red, fire truck red, but look at, isn't that pretty? This is going to be fun to use. All right. Yes, Vicky's here. Yay. All right. Next is Crafter's Companion. Let's get this baby open. Day 10 is up here in the corner. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, it's chunky. Let's see. I'm so excited. Isn't this fun? Ooh, it might be glitter or something. Let's see what it is. It's hard to get out of here. Okay. Whoa. All right. It is. It's iridescent glitter. Wow. Look at this. Who doesn't love some glitter? Besides Jackie. Once I learn your thing, it's all over. So Dawn is yellow. Jackie is glitter. Messy things. Okay, here we go. Day 10. Here it is. This is the Arteza Fine Art calendar. Here's day 10. Moving right along. We've got some great stuff to work with today. I'm very excited. Alrighty. Okay, acrylic gouache paint. And it's aqua. Oh, I love this color so much. Have you used gouache? Let me know if you have or have not. It is a wonderful product, and it's very similar to watercolor, but also a little bit like acrylic in different ways. So we can talk about that a little bit today. But we get to use aqua and red together. That's like one of my favorite combinations. It's going to be so pretty with iridescent glitter. This is a great day. This is the Craft Arteza Advent Calendar, okay? So here we go, day 10. Whoa. Okay, here it is, epoxy resin. It took us a couple days to get it, but here it is. So we've got part A and B to mix together. So it looks like it's going to be about 1 ounce once we mix it all together. So there is the resin. And if you recall, I don't remember what day it was, but let me find it in our bucket, in our basket of goodies here. We have so many goodies. A few pens fell in here that don't belong, but it's okay. I'll take those out. I was looking for a gold pen one day, and then they all kind of fell out of that thing. So I'm going to move them over here. But pretty much everything else in here is here from our kits. So that's pretty outstanding. Let's see. Where is that thing? Hold on. I'm going to find it. Here it is. So here is that resin. Well, it's just a mold. I mean, generally you'd use it for resin, but you could use it for lots of things. But it's really cute, and it's an ornament. So maybe we'll use that today. And we did get liquid pigment for resin. So I'm going to bring that back out in case we want to do that separately. I don't know if we're interested in that. We could even add some of our glitter from today. That could be like an extra side project, because we won't be able to see the results of it today, but I'm just going to put it up there, and maybe we're going to do some resin if we have time. Okay, how about that? So that is everything. Those are all the kits. So let's just see. We got resin, we got glitter, we got some red tempera paint and some aqua gouache, and we got a layered flower die set. Is that 5? Yep, that's 5 things. So these are all 5 of our art advent findings for the day. Dawn says, I'm carving today's right now. I have 2 previous days drawn but not carved yet. Okay, well, that's awesome. Carol's here. Where's Carol? Oh, there she is. Hi, Carol. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Yay. It looks like 1 o'clock seems to be a good time on the weekends for folks. So hopefully that works out. I can do that for the rest of the season. I kind of like this time too. It makes it, then I can relax at night or do family things and stuff like that too. So that's nice. I'm just opening up this red paint. Look at how pretty and bright that is. Woo. With the aqua, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait. Let's do a little tester of the aqua here. I just need to see how it looks. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit. Oh my gosh, it's so perfect. It's just literally perfect. Put that resin back up there. We are going to do the resin, I think. Has anyone ever worked with resin before? Let me know. I just put some water on this brush, and I'm moving this gouache around. I just want to see how it looks. Oh man, it's so pretty. I do love some gouache, and that gouache is amazing. I will say I do have some Arteza gouache tubes like this that I've used a few times over the last couple of years, and it works really well, and it's great, and it's got good pigmentation and all of that. So very, very nice. Okay. Robin said yes, quite a bit. She uses gouache. That's awesome. I know that Dawn has used gouache before. Renee's here. Hi, Renee. I'm so glad you're here. I miss you so much. I know we saw each other kind of recently, but I still miss you so much. And I want to hear all about your trip. You're so behind on everything. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Just do what feels good for you. This is, this time of year, it's so easy to get like stressed out and frustrated and whatever, because there's so much to do. But this is when you really need to just let let things be what they are. Don't overthink anything. And if you only do half of the carving prompts, or you only, use a few of your art advent supplies, it's okay. It's here for fun. It's not here to stress you out more and make things harder. Okay. So just remember that. And yeah, so this is interesting. This Crafter's Companion glitter, let me just show you up close. I mean, I'm kind of in love with glitter, so I'm really excited about this. I know some of you would not be, but it's got this shaker thing in here. And then it also has like a protective thing here. Oh, wait, maybe that should stay there. I don't know. I'm taking it out. It's weird. Let's see. So this goes inside here. I hope it, yeah, anyway, it's supposed to be a shaker here. So I'm just gonna let that be. Let's cut these out first. I generally like to do this first. Oh, let me show you my stamp. Okay, so today the stamp carving is Flora. So I just did a funky flower. So there's my funky flower. And actually I'll stamp it for you because sometimes you can't really tell what it's like until you stamp it. So let's get this pretty red right here since it's hanging out here. Oh, you know what? Actually, we're going to use this. Oh, no, I thought that was the blue. Never mind. We'll do red just for now, just to show you the sample. Yeah, make sure if you're carving or if you are making projects with your Advent stuff or anything really, even if you're knitting and you make something and you want to share it with the group, share with the group. Okay. Everybody loves to see what other people are working on. You help to inspire other people with what you make. I promise you, even if you think you don't, I promise that you do. So there, it's got some black on it, but I just want to show you how it looks. So it's just a funky little flower. So that's my stamp for the day. Let's see. Renee loves glitter. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you guys for the kind words about my stamp. They're also good. That's really sweet. That would be super cute as a stencil with repeated pattern. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I could do like a whole, like wild, like, a bunch of different funky little hand-drawn flowers. That'd be a fun stencil. Okay, let's get this cut out. Let me think about what, it's got a bunch of little lines. I think those are like, maybe they're embossing lines. I'm not sure, but what color should we make this flower? This is the, oh, but wait, before we get started, I'm so sorry, but I got my first ornament in the mail from Sarah Clark. She has her awesome little, her own postcard here from Sarah's Create Studio. I love it. It's got a really fun mixed media pattern on here, and then she wrote me a nice little note, and here's my ornament from Sarah. So thank you, Sarah. It says, I just want to drink hot chocolate and watch Christmas movies. That sounds amazing. That sounds so awesome. And it's like, it's got like this fleece and it's printed on there. I don't know how she did it. Oh, it's flocking. Oh, I think she ironed on flocking. It's so pretty. Anyway, isn't this cute? So anyway, I'm going to put it on my tree that has all of your beautiful ornaments on it. And now we can keep moving. So I just wanted to share, as I get other ornaments in the mail, I'll share them here so everyone can see how cute they are and we can celebrate them. If you are in the ornament program, did you send your ornament to your pal, to your buddy? And if you want to send me one, please feel free and I will send one back to you. Okay, I love getting ornaments and I love sending them out. So let's see, we've got this 3-layer flower and we got some like little berries and leaves and stuff. Okay. It's iron on flocking, I bet. Yeah, it totally is, Dawn. That was a good catch there. Okay, so I have some green we can use for the leaf maybe. This is a really bright green, but whatever. What color should I do that flower? It's a few layers. I could do 2 different colors. It looks like we're going to be doing like red and aqua, maybe a little bit of green in this. So tell me what you think. I think I'm going to do 2 leaves. So I'll just run this through twice. Where's my, here it is. Okay. I like to get the die cutting done up front so then we can just work on creating. Robin said, I sent one. Yours is going out Monday. Okay, yay. I can't wait. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And I'll send you one back. So anybody that sends me an ornament, I will send one back to you. All right, let me get the little pokey tool. Super cute. These dies are so intricate and just really nice. A lot of thought and design went into this, so that's amazing. Okay, moving on. Here we go. We got a couple of leaves. I think 2 should be enough, but we can always do more if we need to. I mean, look at the veins in here even. Like these dies are really nice. Look at how nice that is. Okay. Oh, I love that everyone's hanging out today. It's Sunday. Why not? So let's just get crafty together. Did anyone pick colors for this? Maybe I'm just going to pick real quick. Let's see. That's pretty. Do I have red? I have red paper. Oh, I see. Yes, I do. Hold on, I'm coming back. 1 second. We could stick with the theme. I have red and aqua. I will have to watch later because I'm supposed to be working on the remodel house. Well, that's no fun, Renee. It's okay. Thanks for stopping in, and I love you so much. And tell Brian I said hi, and hopefully we can hang out soon. Okay, I'm gonna cut. Let's see. I'm gonna cut all of these layers of flour out of both colors, okay? And then we can decide how we want to layer it up. How's that sound? I really like this aqua with red. I promise you, it's like one of my favorite colorways. It just looks so striking, and it's really great for Christmas too, I think. Anyway, it's fairly non-traditional, but I like non-traditional. You know, the other Christmas colorway, I'm feeling real chatty today, so hopefully you guys are up for a chat. The other non-traditional color Christmas colorway that I'm really into the last couple years is like, and not even just Christmas, but I like it for Christmas too, is like, of course, my fuchsia kind of pink color with like a like an ink blue, like a midnight inky blue. It's also very striking and just beautiful. Oh my goodness, these flowers are gorgeous. Let me show you up close. Look at the detail in here. Whoa, sorry, it jumps when I get close. I don't know why. But look at, it's like pearlescent cardstock. Isn't that pretty? And look at the detail on the edges there, all those little cutout marks. So pretty. So I'm going to do the same thing with the red, which also is pearlescent. I think this is going to be a really nice combo, and then we can decide how to layer it up maybe together. And I'll keep these out to use in the future because they're so pretty. All right, so doing this last layer, I think this is it for cutting out. I do have some berries and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to use them. Oh, there is a center. Maybe I should throw that in here. Hold on. Let me just tuck that in there, and I'll cut it out of the turquoise too. I didn't realize there was a center for the flower, just a tiny little center. Okay, so is anyone creating? I know Dawn is carving. Awesome. Is anyone else creating with me right now? Whether it's from an advent calendar or just whatever you want to work on, Christmas cards, ornaments, knitting, I don't know. What are you doing? What are you working on today? Are you working on a house remodel? That doesn't sound like fun, just gonna say. Okay, here we go. We got that little center. Let me do the center one more time out of this turquoise, and then we'll definitely be done with die cutting. This is the boring part, right? Okay. Here we go. Last one. Uh-oh. I see that it paused there for a second. At least it did on my end. Yesterday, in the beginning, I had some connection issues, and then they just sort of worked themselves out. So I'm hoping if that's what's happening right now, that it works itself out. But I'll try to keep an eye on it. There's nothing I can do about it, though, unfortunately. And I'm not sure why it's happening. So I'm very sorry about that. But I finished the die cutting here. And I cut out all the layers of the flower out of both colors. Oh, Robin says, yes, I am. So you're creating with me. That's exciting. Don't forget, I know I said this already, but in case you didn't hear it or weren't here for it, don't forget to share. Please share, 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 share. Share your work. Share what you're making. We all love to see it. We love to support each other. And I think it would just be lovely. Okay? So please share. All right. I'm going to do opposite layers. And I guess I get to do it both ways, right? Since I cut it all out, and we can decide which one we like better, or we could just use both of them because they're both gorgeous. Wow, so pretty. I'm going to let it be flat too. But it is really pretty. I only made 2 leaves. I can make more leaves if I need to, but look at how pretty. Can you see these? You're fine, mine didn't glitch. Oh, good. Okay. Well, mine did, but that's weird. I'm glad it didn't seem like it on your end. Here's one set. So pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to stick these together. Let me get my, I can use glue dots. These are kind of big though. So I won't be able to do that middle metal, the tiny center one, but let's do the rest. Glue dots are so handy. And I think glue dots, hold on, let me do this really quick. Lining up those points. I think glue dots should always be in a container like this, don't you? I mean, it's so much better this way. I really, really enjoy it. I don't remember where I got this one. I think I got it like sent to me with some stuff, but I just thought, wow, yeah, this is the best way to use glue dots forever and ever. I'm going to use just a regular tape pen for this last one because these glue dots are a little bit bigger than this centerpiece. And so I don't want it sticking out. Has anyone watched any fun Christmas movies this weekend? I watched a new, to me, I don't actually know when it came out, but it's called This Is Christmas, and it's English or British, whatever. And it was really good, actually. It was a really lovely story and contemporary, and I don't know, I enjoyed it. I watched it last night, and it was nice. Okay, here we go. So I made 2 flowers out of this beautiful Spellbinders layered floral die. Here we go. And I did opposite colors with the aqua and the red, and here they both are. And I think they're both really pretty. And I guess we could use them both, or we can just see what works out for whatever our layout is going to be. All right. All right, putting those away, trying to stay organized here. So I guess we're going to keep working in our journal here. We've got remember we got this one of the days. We got, this is a watercolor little paper pad from Arteza. We decorated the cover one day, and we've just been working in it for a few days. So super cute stuff in here. So we're just going to keep going with that. Let's see. Okay, we're good. I'm going to work on this page. It's got this green mark. Someone was asking me the other day about Posca pens. And so we were talking about that. Okay. What if I use this as like a repeating background thing, like up, down, like that? Or I could do, let's see, what do we have? We have these flowers. We have this flower. We've got some red and aqua paint, and we've got some glitter, basically, that we need to use. So that's nice. I could also just use the top of this and do like a border all the way around, or I could do, you know, random here and there. I think it might be nice. I don't know. Should these be the focal point maybe? I'm just sort of thinking it through right now. Let's see. Um, all right. I think I want to see what this looks like. I'm just going to put some off in the corner here. Oh, it's so bright. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. I see. Okay. All right. That's good. Very good. I mean, we can't go wrong no matter what we do here. Oh, I have an idea. Okay. Sorry, something just came to me and I think it would be fun. What if we just what if I just do this, put red here and there. It's kind of goopy. And use my little brayer to just brayer it out and let it be funky and like textury. Uh-oh, I froze. Hold on. We're going to wait till it unfreezes. Such a bummer. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to dry this. Sorry, am I back now? Oh. Okay, hold on. It took me all the way out there. Okay. Okay, how about a bit of glitter on the flower? Yes, glitter on the flowers. On these flowers? Yes, that's a good idea. Sorry, it froze for me and then it took my little self out. So, I don't know. I'm glad it's not freezing for you guys, but that's so weird. Anyway, did you get to see this? So I don't know if you saw this part, but I put a little bit of red paint on here and I brayered it with this little guy, went over it a couple times, and then I got some fun, like, distressy texture. Okay, so I'm going to dry that really quick. And then, not frozen for me. Cool. Okay, good. That's good. I'm so glad. That's so strange. Looks good. Okay. All right. Yes, I'll put I'll put glitter on the flowers. I mean, actually, why don't I do that while that dries for a minute so I don't have to run that gun so much. Oh, let's see. Let's use the Express glue, maybe. And I'm not going to put it on my hand this time. I normally do, but it irritates my skin a little bit. So I'm not going to do that. I think my skin is just extra sensitive because it's winter time. Normally it doesn't matter with this glue even. Okay, so I'm going to just run the tips of this and maybe put glitter right around the edge. And let's see how that looks. Any kind of like thin type of craft glue like this would work. But I like this particular glue because it's super sticky and it dries clear. So that's nice. You just want to make sure whatever glue you're using for glitter for this kind of situation, that it's going to dry clear. So that's the biggest thing to remember. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. Let's use this one. Oh, my hands are already sticky. I'm telling you, that glue means business. All right, let's use some of this pretty iridescent glue. Or glitter, excuse me. I guess I could have put it all over the flower, huh? Not just on the edges. Oh well, that's okay. Whoops, stay there. Okay, let's lift this without making too much of a mess. Oh, it's gonna be pretty. We're gonna wait for it to dry because it just looks weird right now with the white. I used Ultra Spray, works good. Oh yeah, if you want to put like glitter all over it, that's a really great idea. Yes, I like that. Okay, let's put some glue on this one. I kind of spread it out on this paper. Whoops, I guess it's going on more than just the top layer. Oh, that's fine. The more glitter, the better. in my book. Okay. All right, put it down here. I like this shaker on top of this glitter container. It's really nice. It helps have like less glitter come out. It's very helpful. Okay, let me get this palette knife. That'll help things. Here we go. Tap it. All right, that's got a lot more glitter on it. We're going to let that dry too, so then we don't see the glue. We just see the glitter. And then I'm going to take this shaker part out. All right, just give me a second to get this back in here. You can't go wrong with iridescent glitter, that's for sure. It can be used for so many things. Okay, there we go. Put the shaker. Ooh, I almost lost it there because my finger's all sticky now. Okay, we're doing good. Okay, let's keep going. Now, how are we going to use the gouache? Let me think. Okay, first I think I want to think about what I want to do with this flower. Is this dry? It is dry. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to bring this guy back out. Let me just play with this gouache for a minute. Where's my brush? Get a little bit of water, which I got some fresh water recently, yesterday I think. And I just want to make, oh, here we go. It's very watery right now. Hold on, I gotta take some water out of it. Too much water. There we go. Let's mix it up. I think I want a little bit more gouache. This, when you get tubes of gouache or watercolor like this, it's really nice to put it in a palette. You can get airtight palettes. You can get just regular palette, because even if it dries and gets hard and cakey, it will still reactivate with water, as long as it's a watercolor gouache and not an acrylic gouache. So you just need to make sure you know which kind you have. I think Arteza only sells watercolor gouache, so you'll be safe, but you just want to make sure you know that. Okay. And then you can squeeze an amount of this gouache into your palette and then put the lid on, and then when you go to use it later, even if it dries, you just spritz it with water or get a wet brush, and then you can reactivate that paint, and it's really awesome. So there, I just made some marks. I wanted to show you, if this was just regular watercolor paint, you wouldn't be able to see it like this, because watercolor is translucent in nature, right? Gouache, even though it's watercolor gouache, it can be opaque if you apply it thick. Look at over this green. You can't even see the green. It's behaving more like an acrylic paint in this way because I put a thicker coat on. But you saw in the beginning when I was testing it that I added a lot of water and it made it more translucent. So then it behaved more like a watercolor paint. So that's why gouache is so fun and amazing, because it really does live in between both worlds of acrylic and watercolor. Like if I add some more water to this, okay, I'm working just on a piece of paper. It's no big deal. I'm going to add some more water, and then I'm just going to paint off in this corner just to add, just playing around, just showing you how it works. Okay, now let me just put a little bit more like right here. Okay, so now you can see that you can still see the red through there, and it's a little bit more translucent because I added water to it. Okay, so that is why gouache is so fun to use, and it's so important. Okay, let's see. Robin says, remember the glitter duster, but by Stampers Anonymous, this glitter works great in it. Oh yes, definitely, that would be fantastic. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, now I'm going to dry this and then we will figure out what the next step is to figure out. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, guys. 1 second. How do I do that? 1 second. Just give me a sec. Okay. All right, there we go. All better. Are we good? Yeah, I know. I got rid of them. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, sorry. I had to pause there. I saw the comments coming through and I was like, nope, that's not going to work for me. So I just report them and get them out of there. So no biggie. If it happens again, I'll try to pay attention. I think I got rid of them, but sometimes they can sneak back in. So, okay. So I'm just going to dry this page. We need to figure out what we want to do with this flower. Okay. Do we want to make it more of a focal point or just have it be like a repeat? Maybe it can be over here or something. We could put it over here just once and then we can layer these other flowers around it and make like a little bouquet type thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think about that. All right. I just want to dry this so it doesn't move. The other nice thing about the gouache paint is that it dries matte. It's really nice. And then you can write over it once it's like fully dry. Yeah, they do. They for sure do. Yep, it's all right. Okay, so I think this is dry now. Let's just check. Looks good to me. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the aqua on the red. Okay, I know I said 100 times, so I'll stop. So what do you think about this? What if we, I think, should it be, I'm trying to think of what color. I don't know if I want it to be black. I kind of want it to, to coordinate with these guys, but it can't be red either because we've got red on the background. You can write over the acrylic. Yes, you can. Acrylic paint sometimes depends on the finish of the acrylic and it depends what you're writing over it with. But sometimes acrylic paint can be a little bit more shiny and it can be harder to write over. But if you've got like a matte acrylic or something like that, you definitely can. But yeah, like sometimes I like to write over with like colored pencil or things like that, and it's harder to do that with regular acrylic. But yeah, you're absolutely right, you can do it with acrylic as well. There are so many variations on all of the products too, and so you just have to experiment and play, and that's my favorite thing. So let's see what color. I'm trying to look at my I don't know. I've been enjoying the VersaFine Clair lately. So I'm trying to look at that and see what color would be nice. What if I put this here? Or I could just do it in black so it stands out. You know what? I could do this too. I could put this here and then like right up here and let it be sort of a, oh, that's what I'm going to do. I just decided. Okay, we're going for it. And we're going to use Hero Arts because the VersaFine Clair Black is not in my view. I just had an idea and I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so I'm going to do like little corner decoration with this. Sorry, that's shaking a little bit. Okay. I think this will be cute. And then we will put the flowers over here and maybe do a little phrase or something and just keep it nice and simple. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I have a few other like of these doodly type flower ideas in my head. This one I want to redo because I don't, uh, part of it, I, once it was done, I was like, oh, I wish I had done it a little bit differently. So I might redo this one, but when I use VersaFine Clair, it doesn't dry as fast as StazOn. Yes, that's true. Depending on the surface that you're working on. Sometimes VersaFine Clair, you know, it doesn't really work on non-porous surfaces and it's a little bit more limited. So, I mean, you know, the different inks are good for different things, but definitely StazOn dries super fast. And sometimes, depending on the surface too, like I have used VersaFine Clair on a less, like, I guess a non-porous surface, and then I just emboss it because I just really wanted to use the color, because there's some colors in that group that are just so beautiful and vibrant that I can't help myself. So yeah, you're right. It doesn't dry as fast. Let's see. Here we go. So I've just made little bookend things. I might outline them in a minute. I think I want to see how these are doing. Let's see. They look almost dry, but I'm just going to dry them a little bit because I see some white still. So let me know if you have any questions about anything, or if you want me to do something with this layout in particular. Did we use everything except for the resin? I think we did. We used the red paint and the gouache and the dye and the glitter. So yeah, we're good. And my stamp. Okay. I like it. All right, let's just dry these both up real quick. So pretty. And I think we've got time. Do you guys want me to show you how to do the resin or not? Let me know if you have interest in that. I'm happy to do it. We can make this little snowflake ornament, and then we can see it tomorrow. It's up to you. If you want me to do it, we will do it together. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. There's two. I feel like. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just playing around. Maybe put one leaf on either side. Sort of. I sort of like it. I sort of don't love it. Maybe I need to do some more doodling. I think I do, but that's fine for now. And then what if we also get a little phrase or something? I think I want these guys. I'm not going to stick that down yet because I'm still deciding. Yes, please do resin. Show how you add color. Okay. Carol said yes. Okay, very good. Dawn said 2 stamps carved, 2 to go. Wow, you are moving right along. That's amazing. Oh, here we go. I must have flowers always and always. So there we go. That was easy. Awesome. Okay, so let me put this up here. Let me just stick this down. I'm fine with it where it is. I'm just going to use the express glue. It's quick and easy and amazing. And then we will do the resin because I want us to have time for that. Since you guys want me to do it. Okay. Yeah, and it came with some resin color, and we could even add some glitter. Wouldn't that be fun? So let's do that, and then tomorrow we'll be able to see what the ornament looks like, and I'll put it on the tree. How about that? That'll be nice. All right, 2 cute little flowers. I love these flowers. I could make, I'm thinking of like making like thank you cards, or just like thinking of you, or something like that with these layered flowers. Are so pretty. This is a very funky page. I'm not gonna lie, but it's pretty. Okay, so let's get this on here real quick and then we'll be done. Always. Here we go. Just sort of following the shape of the flowers there. And where's my matte gel? Let's just stick that down. And I do kind of want to do a tiny bit of doodling, if you don't mind, on this, just to help finish it a little bit. Nice. This is a cute page. Turned out pretty good in the end. Okay, I need to dry this, and then we can just add a little doodle. Let's see. Let me pick a doodle. I'm gonna have to get up to I think I'm just gonna do white because there's a lot of color going on here. Okay, I'm gonna have to get up to get stuff to do the resin with you, okay? But I will definitely do resin, and we can just hang out a little bit longer. Let me read this. You know what's interesting is that they don't give you any instructions. I know what to do, but if you don't know what to do, I guess you just have to go to their website and find it, huh? I guess so. All right, I'm going to outline the words. And when I make little dots, like those little dots I did with the gouache, I kind of like to outline those as well. So, or parts of them. And I don't care if they're like if it's perfect, you know, I just like to go around them, and I don't know, it adds another little bit of whimsical, and it finishes it off a little bit better, I think. And sometimes I do different colors. See how it like just brings it out a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. I really want to show you resin, so we're going to be done. But this page is very pretty and very busy. It says, I must have flowers always and always. So there we go. We used all the parts except for our resin, which we're going to do now. So I'm going to keep out the glitter, and I'm going to put the rest away and put that away. And then we can, oh, the squash. I love it so much. Let's get what we need for resining. So I'm going to get my silicone mat out because it will, if it gets on here, it will be easier to get off later. This is my Sizzix silicone mat. Okay, so we're going to use glitter. We've got the resin always comes in two parts. A and B, we have the resin and the hardener. So you don't want to mix these together until you're ready to use them. And every brand of resin is a little bit different in the open time that it has. Some resins, once you mix them together, you've got like 15 minutes to use it, and then it starts to harden. Other ones have much longer open time. So you really need to read the directions. And then, like, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm surprised they don't have directions with this, because all resin is different. But we're going to use it quickly. We'll work in the 15 minutes just to be safe. But I just want you to know that, okay? But otherwise, what we're going to do is the same. Like, you have to mix it, you have to work, you know, have no bubbles, all that stuff. I don't think I have, well, let me go look and see. Dawn says back at 7 tomorrow. Yes. So after this, I will put the schedule for next week out with like the video, you know, the video prompts or whatever. But there will be some changes. So maybe I'll also just do a post with what time I'll be live each day. Cause I know, Dawn, you said you showed me yours is like 15 minutes off, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway, tomorrow is definitely 7, but there will be at least one day this next week where I have to change my schedule a little bit. So I'll make sure and share that in a post with you. Hang tight for 1 second. I'm going to go get supplies so we can do resin. Okay. Just hold on for 1 second here. I'm coming. Just 1 second. Mix it with stick. Popsicle stick. Here we go. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, sorry. So I highly recommend using gloves for this process. I couldn't find mine, and I was struggling to find the things. But so I'll be fine. But here's what I recommend. You need 2 cups, plastic cups that you don't care about throwing away after. Or I guess you could clean them out and use them again later. If you can like peel the resin out once it dries, you could do that. You need a popsicle stick or some way to stir it. You really want gloves, okay? And you also want, it's not 100% necessary, but it's helpful to have a little torch gun that you can put a cartridge in, and because sometimes there'll be bubbles and it's the best way to get the bubbles out. Again, you don't have to have that, but it is helpful. So the reason we have 2 cups is because first, now this is already measured, which is nice. We just are going to pour the whole thing of both of these in here. You generally want to mix 1 to 1. And again, it does vary for other resins. So just make sure you thoroughly read the directions of whatever resin you're going to use. Okay. But for this one, I'm just going to mix them all in because we don't have a lot. And so we're going to mix it all in here, and then we're going to stir for a while. Okay. And then it's really recommended to pour it all into another container and scrape the edges and everything so you get it all out, and then keep mixing just to make sure that it's fully combined, because you don't want any part of it to not be mixed up, or else you might get sticky resin or it might not cure properly and stuff like that. Okay. So here we go. Are we good? Nope, we're not good. Of course. Right when I'm going to start. I don't know why this happens. Okay, let's try again. Here we go. Sorry for that. Here we go. All right, now we're ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour both of these in. I have color, liquid pigment that we're going to use here, and I have this glitter. Okay, so you can add inclusions. You can add glitter, glass glitter, things like that, whatever you want. You can add little mica flakes, whatever. So I'm just going to let this pour into here. The other thing about resin that can vary from brand to brand is the odor. So far, there is no odor with this, but we'll see as we go. I'm scraping in here because I want to get as much out of here as I possibly can. I'm just going to also let this drain as long as I can. Get all the drops out. How are we doing? Is everybody still here? We're all good? Okay, this does have a little bit of an odor now, so I'll tell you as we go if it gets worse or not. There are some resin that is have very strong odors, and there's one in particular that I've worked with that has no odor, which is pretty amazing. So it all depends on what you're doing, what you're using it for, what your needs are. This one doesn't have too much of an odor. Okay, I think that's about all I'm going to get out of here. So I'm going to put the lid back on. And then this is the resin. So this is part B anyway. I'm not sure which is which here. One's the hardener, one's the resin. Okay, this one is a little looser, so it might be the hardener. I can't remember which one is looser than the other. Doesn't really matter. Okay. And the reason I say wear gloves is because the resin just gets everywhere. Like, you just can't help it. It just gets everywhere. So you just got to be careful. I would also say, like, this is a silicone craft mat that I'm working on, which works fine and great. But you could also work on a Teflon mat. That would work really great as well. Just anything that's like non-stick. Okay. But resin is really fun. I mean, I know I just said like there's a lot of rules and a lot of things you got to do to make it work, but it's really worth it to me. I mean, it's so much fun and it makes your project look so cool. And you can layer up, you know, and add a lot of dimension to your projects. And I don't know, it just is really kind of outstanding. So I'm just trying to make sure I get as much of this out of here as possible because we really want, we want it, we want to have equal parts of both. Okay, looks like I've got as much out as I can. So now the next step is just to start mixing, and you want to mix slow, just slow and easy. The less bubbles you have in the end, the better. So here, can you see there's a few bubbles in here, not a big deal, but you're just going to keep mixing, and we're going to mix for a couple of minutes. Okay, so it's going to be kind of boring. So ask me questions about resin, talk to me, tell me whatever. You can just chat, whatever. Keep working on your projects, but it's really important to scrape the sides and just to keep mixing. At some point, whoop, it's going to look a little cloudy. I'm going to put this back down here. I'll show you when it changes. Most resins I've worked with, they get cloudy at some point, and then and I don't know if it's just because of all the bubbles or if it's just from the chemicals, like the mixing together, but it can get cloudy. Don't fret and don't think you've done something wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. Just keep mixing, and we mix for a couple of minutes. And really often, if you are working with resin just on a small project, or like making little jewelry things or ephemera for your journal, or making resin paper, that's really fun to do. Then you don't really need much more than this. I mean, look at how much, well, it's hard to see. There's just like this much in the cup, okay, just at the bottom, but it does go a long way. So we're going to fill this up. If there's anything extra, maybe I could do, I'm looking around to see if there's anything I could resin that would be fun for us to use later, like to make resin paper out of. Okay, this doesn't smell, so yay. This is the second art resin that does not smell. There are some resins out there that you need to wear a mask or be like outside to use, and I've used them and like they stink up the whole house. But art resin is one that does not smell, and then this one, this Arteza resin, does not smell. So that's pretty exciting. I'm going to keep stirring here. I'm also kind of looking off to the side for something that we could make resin paper out of. Has anyone ever made resin paper? I think I've done it with you guys before, but it was a long time ago. Like, we could just do this, that. I don't know. I'll look in a minute. I don't want to. Did I get resin on my finger? No, surprisingly not yet. How are we doing? Is everybody okay? You've never made resin paper. Okay. All right. Here we go. There's a lot of bubbles in here right now, and that's okay. All right. So I think I'm ready to put this into the new cup. So I'm just going to tip it, let it all move over. And again, this is just in the interest of making sure it's fully mixed. Anyone I've ever seen do resin or use resin that's like used it for a long time and is a professional, they always put it into another cup. So I guess you don't have to do this part, but you know, if you're already taking the time to make the resin, you might as well just do it right. make sure. So notice I'm scraping the sides of this cup, just making sure I've got as much of this out of here as I possibly can, putting it into the new cup. Okay, and then we're good. And then we're going to mix a little bit more in this cup. We're almost there. Then once you feel like you've mixed your resin fully, then you can add your color and your glitter and whatever else you want to do. Okay. Okay. So I think we're pretty good. Like, you definitely want to mix it continually for 2 or 3 minutes. It feels like a long time. You could even set a timer. But, you know, again, if you're going through the process, just do it. It's worth it. I'm going to use a wet wipe here. I got a little bit of something on my hands. I don't want to get resin on my fingers. Okay, just cleaning up my hands a little bit. And then now I'm ready to add some pigment. So we got this liquid pigment in the Craft Arteza kit from a few days ago. I don't remember which day it was, but it's a green color. We did end up watercolor painting with it, which you can do, and it worked out great. And I even made a spray out of it, and it looked really great. But we're going to use it now how it was intended. So I'm going to put a few drops. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I put 10 drops in. Let's see how strong it is. Now, the drops obviously, you know, just determine how strong the color is. So if you don't mix it too much, it's just going to be swirly, which is pretty cool. But if you want this to be fully colored, then you just want to mix it all up here. This color is gorgeous. It says it's mineral green. Yeah, it's kind of like a deep teal kind of color. It's almost like a petrol green, if you know what that color looks like. Petrol colors. It's like a cross between emerald green and teal, and it's really pretty outstanding. Okay, so love this color. Now I'm going to add a little bit of glitter. This is a snowflake after all. We want it to be nice and sparkly. So I'm just going to mix that glitter in. And you can add as much or as little as you want. I'm going to add a little bit more because I love glitter. So it really is that easy at just pouring it in. And you can even do layers. You know, if you want layers of colors or you want swirls of colors, you just change the way you mix it, right? Okay, this looks pretty good. I've got a lot of glitter in here and a beautiful color going on. So now I'm going to pour it. All right, so I'm going to put this off to the side. So now we're going to pour into our silicone mold that we got in another day of the Craft Arteza. And I'm just going to start in the middle, slowly pour. All right, before I go into those other areas, I'm going to use my popsicle stick to help move it around and get it started in these other cells. Okay. It's kind of a narrow opening there, and I just want to make sure I have good start there. Okay, and then we'll just keep going and just take it nice and slow. Pour a little bit in each section. I've got to get it in that top area where the ring is so we can hang this ornament later. Make sure, just take your time. You've got time. It's so fun. My goodness, it's so fun. And I just want to take this right to the top. Now it's getting close to the top. So now I want to take my popsicle stick and just kind of help move things around. Make sure I've got enough in all the little areas. Push it into the corners. Looks good around that ring. Looks really good. Yeah, I think we're good here. I'm just going to do a tiny bit more in the middle, making sure it goes all the way to the top. Let me know if you guys have any questions about any of this or if I didn't explain it well. Okay, so this is ready. It's full right to the top. I don't want to lift it. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Merry Christmas. Nice to see you. Okay, so now we're going to set this aside, and tomorrow we'll be able, I'll leave it in here, okay, and we will peel it out of the mold tomorrow so you can see. Now we do have a little extra, which I thought we might. So I'm just going to make some resin paper with you. So one, you can just literally pour this over just a little bit. Whoops. Pour this over your paper and wipe it. And it's going to make resin paper. And this is glittered colored resin paper now, right? A really cool thing to do. I'm just going to do it over this part. It doesn't need to go over the whole thing. I do want to find some tissue paper. So just give me 1 second. Are we over? Yeah, we're a little over. It's okay. Can you reuse the molds? Oh, yes, definitely. You can use them a million times because this is a silicone mold. So when this is done, you'll see tomorrow, we'll take it out tomorrow together. I'm not going to touch this until we do it together. We're just going to like peel it back and this mold will pop out and then we can just use it again and make another one. You can make jewelry this way. You can do home decor stuff. You can do anything. It's so much fun. And now that we know that this Arteza resin doesn't have an odor, that really just opens things up quite a bit. So that's exciting. I'm really excited about this. I'm trying to find some tissue paper here. So just give me a second, because what you can do with resin and tissue paper and make resin paper that way, it is the coolest thing ever. I wish, why don't I have some, if I knew we were doing this today. Hold on, just give me 1 second. Just hang out. If you want to learn about resin, just hang out with me for a couple more minutes here, I promise. It'll be worth it. I don't see any tissue in here. I have plain tissue. I guess I can do that. Let's see. I'm gonna do something real quick. I've got some plain tissue. And I'm gonna real quick stamp on it. Where's my stamp? Here we go. We'll just use this one because that's what we have right now. And let's just do the red. It's fine. We're going to move this out of the way. How we doing? Yeah, we're good. Oh, pretty blue. Yeah, isn't that pretty? It is, it's called Mineral Green, actually, from Arteza. It's a liquid pigment, but it looks more like a petrol color or like a tealish kind of color. Really beautiful. Okay, so I'm just stamping this so we have something printed on here. I wish I had some, hold on 1 sec. I think I know where something might be. Just hang out for 1 more minute. Ooh, did I find it? Oh, nope, that's, okay, here we go. Oh, I found something. Okay, yay me. Found a couple things. Are we ready? Oh my gosh. Told you resin is so addictive. I wish I had more now. I also, look at, I've had these for like ever. They're resin molds. And they're, yeah, anyway, there's so many fun ways to use resin. Here's some tissue paper. This is Tim Holtz collage paper, okay? And I'm just going to get a little tiny bit. Just do this little strip here, okay? So we'll do both of them. Oh, I'm so excited. Resin is so fun. And then you can cut this up, use it as ephemera. You make jewelry out of it. You can do so many things, okay? So first, I normally work with clear for this, but that's okay. We're going to do this. And you're literally just pouring it over. And, ooh, there's glitter. Ooh, I love the glitter. Okay. And then you're just smoothing it out. And then when it dries, you're going to see it almost looks like glass. And it's pliable. Whoops, don't do that to me. Here we go. This is what I'm going to resin on my fingers. But it's okay. If you get resin on your fingers, it's okay. Unless you have super sensitive skin, I would say be real careful. but just make sure you wash your hands really well after. You'll be fine. Okay, so here we go. I just want to use it all up. So we're just going to do this. Put a little bit more on here maybe. You could even just let it drizzle and stay where it is, and it'll be chunkier where you put it, you know, like you don't have to spread it out. And I know it seems like just a crazy mess right now, but you just have to trust me and trust the process here. Okay. And look at all those wrinkles in there. Those are going to look so cool when they dry, I promise. Okay, so I'm going to leave this. Let's spread this out a little bit more. Any questions about any of this? And because we're really spreading it out too, you don't really have to worry about having the gun or getting the bubbles out, because they're just not going to be here, because we're moving it around pretty well. Okay. Is there any left? There's a tiny bit left. I'm just going to let it drizzle. Okay. Any other questions or anything before we go about resin in general, or anything, any of this that we did today? Okay. We've used it all. Let me just scrape a little bit. There's a tiny bit extra here. I would say use it all up. No, I don't like to waste. Okay, there it is. So we're going to leave all of this here. We just made a beautiful resin mess. I'm going to wipe my hands while it's still wet here. I'm going to get a fresh one. And I made a huge mess over here. That's amazing. Okay, so now let's see. Oh, I wanted to show you this really quick. I'm just going to open one of them. These are Bria Reese resin molds, and they just have the sample thing. But look at, it's just a silicone mold, and see how it's squishy and it moves like this, right? So you could do something in here, and you could do layers. So you could do like a layer of clear with a little bit of glitter, and then you could do a layer of blue over that, and then you could do another layer, you know what I mean? And so anyway, resin molds come in all different shapes and sizes and styles, and you can do all sorts of cool stuff with it, and it's super fun. So anyway, all right, I don't see any more questions. I think we're good. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with the resin tomorrow. I'm so glad we got it so we could test it out and play together. And I'm glad that you guys wanted to learn about the resin, because I'm addicted and I love it so much. So anyway, that was day 10 of Art Advent Live and of the stamp carving. Please share anything you're making in the group and the collective, or just even just on social media, so we can all see it. And thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow I'm live at 7, and I love you guys. So have a good day. Bye.